So, um, I think one question that comes up with many people, especially people who aren't too familiar with the Bible or Christianity, are kind of on the borderline of whether they believe it or whether they don't. I was one of these people at a point before coming to Dort, but I believe that one of a big question that comes up about Jesus is, was he really as special as they say he was? We hear about him pretty much every day. Every Sunday we go to church, we hear about all these things he did and how special he was and how he died for us. And I think people really wonder if that's really true. And I believe that in Luke's writing, um, he gives us answers as to how and why he was. From the very beginning, God was special, and He was already amazing from just the birth. A virgin birth. That's amazing. That's never been done before. He's a child of God, so that's example one. Throughout his life and teachings, a, a a sinless, I guess that's the word, sinless life. He never sinned. He lived a pure life, never did anything wrong. So it's almost impossible not to sin. But Jesus did so. And his teachings, he taught the I guess like the writings, or not writings, the teachings of God. He taught the important things. He taught people how to live the right life and who to worship. So that just goes to show how amazing he was. And then even his death, and he died for us. He died for the people, his sins. That was it's unselfish. He died for the people, for his future people. For just I just think that goes to show how amazing he truly is. And not only that, in it's all proven in Luke's writing. So throughout Luke's writing, it says they have articles of how Jesus heals a woman, and he he cleans he heals a man with an unclean demon. He heals many. He cures the blind. Um, just all these things. It goes to show in Luke's writing how amazing he truly is, and all the amazing things he's done and that he did. So I think if one and if I could do one thing to really like prove it, see it, as I'd go back in time. It is hard to believe that we didn't get to see it, but if I could go back in time, I would, and I would prove it. But we do have the Dead Sea Scrolls, and we do have other gospel writings that do prove it. They show how amazing God is. But I just I think in Luke's writing, it really shows about all the amazing things he really did, and all the people he cured, and the sicknesses, and the all of that. So